we're going to be multiplying with doing the distributive property. Our first one is x minus 2 and x plus 3. Okay, so how we're going to do that is we're going to start, we're going to make boxes. So we have x times x equals x squared then x times 3 equals 3x. Then we're going to go with the negatives down here. Negative 2 times x equals negative 2x. And negative 2 times positive 3 is going to equal negative 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to take away our factors here, and we are left with, take these away, and what we are left with is x squared plus x minus 6. Right. Our next one we're going to be doing is x minus 3. X minus 3. And x minus 4. X minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so x times x equals x squared. X times negative 4 equals negative 4x. 3, 4. Negative 3 times x equals negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4. Since we are looking at a negative with a negative, that's going to be turning it into a positive. So 3 times 4 is 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Take away our factors there. And we are left with x squared minus 7 plus 12. Alright, next we're going to use algebra tiles to evaluate. So we have 3 plus 2x plus 2x equals negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we want to get these positive 3's over, so we're going to have to switch them to negatives. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 2, 4, 6, and 7. And we have 2x. We group those together. So x equals 2 over 7. If you can elaborate and actually divide it, but it's best to use as like a fraction. All right. we're going to factor the following. X squared plus 6x, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, plus 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, in order to get x squared, we need x times x. In order to get 6x, we are going to divide those. So that puts us at 3, 6x. So we could say that x plus 4 and x plus 2 would equal 8. So if we reverse do that, x times x is x squared. X times 4 is going to be 4x. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 times x is going to have 2x. And 2 times 4 is going to equal 8. And that is left over with x squared plus 6x plus 8. We're doing addition and subtraction of polynomials. We have 3x squared. 1, 2, 3 plus 2x. 1, 2 minus 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 plus negative 2x plus x minus 3. So what we are going to do is we are going to combine these. So first we're going to go ahead and take away ones that will result in 0. So these cancel out, and what we're left with is we have x squared plus 1, 2, 3x minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So x squared plus 3x minus 7 would be your answer. The next one is 2x squared minus 2x and 2x plus 3. So you have 1, 2, and 3 minus 3x squared. So if we're going to be minusing that 3x squared, it's going to be negative 1, 2, and 3. And it says plus x minus 3, so it's going to be a negative x. And it says negative 3, but a negative in front of a negative is going to make it a positive 1, 2, 3. So if we combined like terms, we have I was looking at the wrong one. We have 3x 2, and 3. So our final, we're going to take away like terms. 1, 2, and we're going to combine the like terms. So we have negative x squared minus 5x plus 5. And since it's minusing, your 3x squared plus 3x minus 2 is going to switch their signs. So you're going to look at a negative 3x. Your positive 3x is going to look at your negative 3x. And your negative 2 is going to look like a positive 2. And that's how we came up with the negative x minus 5x plus 5. Algebra tiles to solve. So the first one is 6 equals 3 parentheses x minus 2. So that means we have 3 x minus 2's. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 2, and 2. Alright. And since we're looking to solve for x, we want to bring that 6 over to the other side so we can solve. So what we're going to be doing is a positive 6. In order to bring it to the other side, we have to make it a negative 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And in order to solve for x, we have to divide. So we have 3x. So we're going to be dividing by 3. So we're going to put these into 3 groups. And each group is x it each has negative 4 in it. So x would equal negative 4. So we sum that down. The next one we're going to be looking at is 6x plus 5x equals negative 11. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6x plus 5x. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5x. We do not have another one. So we are going to combine all these, and we're going to have 11x. So 11x equals negative 11. So we're going to divide by 11. So negative 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. So if we divide each by each, that equals 0, that equals 0, that equals 0. Each group is going to have a negative 1. So x equals negative 1. Our next one is x minus 2. So x minus 2 plus 3. So let's get 3 positives in there. 1, 2, and 3 equals negative 2. Equals negative 2. I don't know if you can see that. Here we combined. These equal 0, these equal 0, so we have x x plus 1 equals negative 2. In order to bring this to the other side, we are going to minus, we're going to add these to this other side. And x equals negative 3. Our last problem. A total of 38 students from 2 schools attended a mathematics tournament. 6 students from Jefferson High School rode bikes. The rest were transported in 3 cars. 7 students from Lincoln Middle School rode bikes. The rest were transported in 2 cars. If all the cars transported the same number of students, how many students rode in each car? So how we're going to start off with is the first one is 6 students from Jefferson rode bikes. The rest were transported in 3 cars. So we're going to have 3x plus the 6 students, because those 6 students rode bikes. You're not going to be subtracting them from those, because then you would have more students than what you started off with. So 2, 4, 6, and the next, and the other team, there were 7 that rode bikes, and the rest were transported into 2 cars. So these X's represent the kids in the cars. And these are for the kids who rode bikes. So this team had 7 that rode bikes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if we combine all these together, we're going to have 5x plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So if we subtract, since there's 38 total students in going to the mathematics tournament, 13 are riding bike, so we're going to have to subtract 38 minus 13, which gives us 25 of these, and we have 5 x's, so 25 divided by 5x, x is going to equal 5. Using algebra tiles to represent and simplify the following. So we are going to start off with 4x plus 8 minus 3x. So we're going to start with our 4x. And 4. And it was plus 8. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and we are minusing 3x. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So since we have 3 x's that can zero out, so we have a group of 1, 2, and 3, we are left with 1x plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Our next equation is going to be 5x minus 9 minus 2 minus 3x. So we're going to start with we're just going to group them up and make it easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x, and we are minusing 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, minus 2 and then minus 3x. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Whoops, move this over here. Okay, just like the other one before, we can have our x's 0 out. So we have 3 pairs of those. And what we're left with is 2x minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it would be 2x minus 11. All right. Our next equation is going to be negative 3x plus 7 plus x minus 6. So let's do what we did before. We're going to group them up. So we're going to go 3x, negative 3x, 1, 2, and 3, plus 7. So we're going to have positive 7s, 2, 4, 6, and 7. And we're going to add plus x minus 6. So we are going to go 2, 4, and 6. As you can see, we have things that we can zero out. So we have 1x that we can zero out, and we have 6 of the ones that we can zero out. So what we're left with is negative 2x plus 1. We're using algebra tiles to model addition and subtraction. So our first one, we're going to have 4 plus negative 9. So we want 4 positives, since 4 is a positive. And we're going to work with, we're going to be adding negative 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Put those together. Okay, so these cancel out each other. Negative 1 and 1, that results in 0. So what we have left is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it would be negative 5. Right, next we're going to add negative 3 plus negative 8. So we have 3 negatives, and we're going to add 8, or add negative 8. As we can see, we have all negative numbers. We don't have anything to cancel out. So we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. So negative 3 plus negative 8 is 11. All right, the next one we're going to do is negative 3 plus 9. So we're going to start with our negative 3. And we are going to add 9. So 9 is positive, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So since negative 1 and 1 result in 0, we have 3 pairs of those. What we have left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So negative 3 plus 9 is positive 6. All right. Our next one is 2 minus 6. So we're going to start with 2 positives, and we're going to minus 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And And as you can see, we have two pairs that result in 0. So your answer would be 1, 2, 3, 4. -4. Our next problem is going to be -3 plus -8. 1, 2, 3, and then -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We don't have any pairs that can be zeroed out, so your answer would be 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it would be a -11. Right, our next one is going to be -8 minus 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And minus 5, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 5 is a positive number, but we're subtracting 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, since we don't have any pairs that can be zeroed out, our answer would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So it'd be a -13.